Well, hello everyone. Here to show you the car's tractor tip, coloring right here is you say number 15 is for station 15. As you see right here is I went ahead and drew right here is say got a photo right here say of a station, and of course the station could be as what you call is known as for a rest stop it is. But you have right here is that you add in some color right here is for the station. It's for the inside. The inside could look like they have a restaurant in there, and then of course it could be anything such as maybe a place, a fill up station where you can get gas and stuff, fill up the tank. But you have right here is the station, and then you got right here is the cars characters right here, Lightning McQueen, and then of course with say Sally, and then the other cars characters it is. And but basically is talking about is with the tractor tip is just kind of like in the movie is that you see right that I went ahead and added in of course details you say of my own say imaginary mind. It is you got right here is the train, and using so you go ahead and color in a little bit right there with blue right there, and then of course you add a little bit of detail right there for the track. But you got right here is for the tractor right here. The tractor that could be known as that was not looking at no pictures, but of course these were the tractor characters that of course that I went ahead and came up with the idea of it's knowing about is for the type of tractor that you would like to create it is. And it got right here is the wheel, and then of course you got right here is the part you say where the nose is sticking up, and of course it's knowing about when to come to a rest stop, huh? But other than that, but you have right here is where the part where the exhaust comes out of. But right here for station 15 is, and then you got right here is the toys. You got right here is the toys the helicopter right here. That the helicopter that'll be flying around from city to city. It is. It's flying from city to city and knowing about it. It's yeah, exactly. That you see, go ahead. You got the control right here for that spins the helicopter on the bottom of the helicopter. It is. But go ahead and fly the helicopter to where it's going to be flying over the fielded area, and then of course you have right here is that part coming up to a station. And more likely with most helicopters it is that that's that with the helicopter they will be flying around and then come up to say where a landing spot, and then we have right here is the cars. And a lot of people probably think about it, a lot of entertainers would think about is that with the car is knowing about it, get yourself an idea for the type of car design that you maybe like to draw, and then see if you can draw it maybe on paper to get yourself an idea. But then you got the line of traffic right up here, say Francisco Jolie, it is a car's character, and then right here a few other cars right here that will be waiting in lines, so far as say was the traffic, the lanes from going from north south, it's east to west, and left to diagonal to right diagonal. And then of course right here is a train that I went and thought of. And of course that I could probably think about that before. It's whenever I start doing artistic talents like this is knowing about this train right here, of course, will be the same one as what I went and came up with the idea for. It's known as for the Money Train Father, but this type of train model it is that if I had a train like this at one time, and of course knowing about it's my guy came up with other designs too about knowing about the type of trains that knowing about it's to kind of give them a design of an engine, and of course the type of names that you want to give them. But knowing about is with the batteries is that with a few toys it's you buy them, and a lot of times that they need batteries or anything like that that they require batteries in order to run. Of course it's you gotta have right here to where it will run. And then But you have right here, it's like knowing about, yeah, it's like you gotta be mounted on the track first. But anyway, but we got right here is with the batteries, is knowing about. I had a train set, of course, kind of like that, but then it ran on like what you call, I think of a cord wire. It's like that the wire that powered by say that, you know, by the track it was. But other than that, that you have it's like with the traffic. It's like the traffic signal is knowing about is that if the, you know, train will be coming. It's like, you know, from, say, from the, you know, the right direction or from the left direction. You say the northeast or something like that. And then of course you guys like with the helicopter. But other than that, you have right here with these characters right here. It's like Speed Runner, and along right here it's like with a few of the farm equipment, you know, type tractors. It is. But you have right here, it's like for the station right here. But you have right here is that that it's like with Sally, and then of course with this, like with the fire truck, and then of course it's like with the tractor, and then of course add some detail right here. It's like go ahead and maybe add like a, you know, a little bit of pink. It's like for the outline. It's like for the tractor. But of course these names right here is what I came up with. Like the thing about it is like if a tractor could talk, you know, what do you think it would say? As knowing about, it's like. Yeah, well, you know, if you want to find some corn, it will probably be on the southest part of the land or anything like that. But if you want to find, you know, any type of fruits or vegetables such as corn or say, you know, grains or wheats, you know, grain or wheat, it's like you'll be able to find it on the south or front part of the lawn. It is. Other than that, you got with you go ahead and see, add some colors right here. Got with that with the eye, and then of course it's like that you add some color right here. But other than that, you got right here is for the tractor, and then knowing about this, like with this type of tractor is to go ahead and use like what you call is like maybe a brown. It's like mixing, you know, some colors. It's knowing about is like that, yeah, that you first start out with some ideas, of course, about what character that you want to use for, say, for the activity that you like to do. And of course it's like nowadays with the activities for kids, you probably think about that, yeah, you can buy those kits that would usually come with the paper and stuff, that where you can kids can come up with their own ideas for the characters that they want to use. But on the other hand too, that knowing about with some kids that if you don't have an idea for really what you want to do, but I, you know, of course I probably said it, you know, maybe over 100 times, maybe over 1,000 times, is knowing about yeah, that first to kind of, you know, get you an idea for maybe a basic a favorite shape, and then of course it's like you draw like what you call kind of like a upside down U, and then if you want to draw the eyes at about right here, and of course it's like you draw the eyelids right here, and then the eyeballs it is. And then what type of character do we think that this would more likely be? Go ahead and add some details right here. It's like, let's say, with the eyelids, and then maybe it's like to go ahead and add like a little square type shape right here. And let's just say if this was like a farm, then more likely you probably think about is like you draw a smile like that right there. Yeah, draw a smile, and more likely it's like, you know, maybe if you want to, you know, give him, you know, some big tires on the back. It's like you have a little race car. It is. But on the other hand too, that knowing about what this type of race car is, to know is that of course it's like on the bottom. It is. Go ahead and add the details right here for the bottom. But that looks like if he would be winking at me. But other than that, you see here, go ahead and in the back, go ahead and draw like a part where if he were be, you know, carrying something or hauling something, it is knowing about. It's like maybe if you have a flag on the top, it's like for first place or something like that. It's like draw a number 1 right there. But other than that, it's like you got right there, it's like you got that, see, so you get the car, your character right there. And then if I want to add some green to it, go ahead and add a little bit of green right here for it. It's like, other than that, it's like knowing about it. It's like, and put on a happy face. Like knowing about, yeah, those commercials that you would see about knowing about, you know, whenever you're afraid to go to a dentist or whatever you call it, the doctor it is, no one's like, no matter what goes on, just put on a happy face. But other than that, is that the guy right here is the car's tractor tip coloring, along with the other cars right here, the helicopter along with the train, and all right here with the characters is known as, like, you know, for cars tractor tip coloring, so, you know, station 15 coloring.